If you haven't put it together yet, all these guys pretending my DOJ letter was theirs in California, New York, Houston, Woodlands, different parts of the world and country. Those were the terrorists my letter was right about. Those were the evildoers my letters were about. Some of them were key suspects, potentially, in my letter, in my suspects list. These guys pretended my letter was theirs so they could go undercover and then still carry out their terrorist agendas and their hidden objectives, involving implanting people around the world and controlling the world with information and blackmail, involving human programming, involving theft of trillions of dollars and financing terrorists and criminals, involving illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution. They actually pretended my letter was theirs so they could look like they were government or something, or look like they were the good guys when they were really the terrorists my letters were about, and then go under radar and then still carry out their terrorist agendas. Bet my life on it. That's a key point. And then maybe even disguise themselves as investigators, a trusted source, credible, while they're still carrying out their terrorist agendas. Maybe I don't bet my life, but I feel highly confident. I'll say I'm 95% sure. That's a key piece of this. Maybe not all, but a vast majority. But I'm 95% sure of this, and that's very key. And yeah, a key piece of this, I'm 95% sure these guys pretended my DOJ letter was theirs to avoid prison because they were the terrorists. And then another piece of this is they pretended my DOJ letters were theirs to go under radar so they could still carry out their terrorist agendas, implanting people around the world, controlling the world with information and blackmail, stealing large sums of money that was mine that I didn't know about, so that they could then carry out their terrorist agendas and plans and fund and fuel them. Key point, praise Jesus. And then disguise themselves as freedom fighters, altruistic, greater good, new age investigators, and God knows what else. Oh, and feeding the world while they are really trying to rape mankind of their free will. I'm Alexander Suriajani, born June 5th, 1984. It's 12:15. The end of this video started 2 minutes ago. So be wary of the guys pretending my DOJ letters are theirs. I keep eyes on them. Maybe not all of them, but many of them probably have hidden terrorist agendas involving implantation, human programming, economic espionage, and IP theft, and financing terrorism and organized crime. So I'd look into that. Key point. I've said it numerous times now. Praise Jesus.